It is a beautiful night here in the heart of Houston, Texas, BBVA Stadium, where the USA sit top of Group A, followed closely by Costa Rica. Well, the two match off tonight here in the last game of Group A play here for the Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifying. Almost 70 degrees, high in the humidity, 79% chance. Rain in the forecast. We'll see if it actually falls down. But the fans here welcoming on as some of the players for both squads start to make their way out onto the pitch. It is going to be the 16th overall meeting between these two teams in their histories. Their 5th time meeting in Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifiers. USA topping Costa Rica right now by goal differential, both with 6 points. Both already notched their spot into the semifinals out in LA. Dignity Health Sports Park there in Los Angeles is the site of the semis. But today in Houston, well, all these kids are enjoying everything this Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifier has to offer. Face paint, activities, activations, so much. But really, right now, they're getting set and prepared for that man and his world champion, the U.S. women's national team, setting off against Costa Rica. These two teams know each other well. We'll head to the stadium now as the teams take the field and we get prepped for both national anthems.
Will be second.
Ladies and gentlemen, the songs of the national anthems of Costa Rica, to be followed by the national anthem of the United States of America.
Applause for both the Costa Rican and the United States national anthem as we get set and underway. The 5th all-time meeting between Costa Rica and the United States here in Houston, Texas. Carly Lloyd and her squad will set up like this. Lloyd with the captain's armband. She sits at 13 total Concacaf Olympic qualifying goals, looking to tie Abby Wambach's record of 14. Alyssa Nair will come back into the net. 6 changes for the U.S. from their game on Friday. Ertz is back in along with Sam Mewis. And look at Costa Rica's starting lineup. Lixie Rodriguez stays the same part, but like the United States, Costa Rica making a few changes, 7 for them. Costa Rica facing off against the United States. Vlatko Andonovski, Catherine Alvarado, and Carly Lloyd captaining their squads. Francia Gonzalez, the Mexican crew taking over. Odette Hamilton, the 4th official on the side. Here's a look at those 7 changes for Costa Rica. Well, all 7 of those players getting their first starts in this tournament. Catherine Alvarado, the most capped player for them on the pitch, will captain the team. Melissa Herrera, number 7, is a dynamic attacker who will look to get after this United States back line. Both of these two teams showing the depth that they have within their squad. 20 players named for each squad, 3 of them goalkeepers, and the rest looks like this. And the amount of players on both benches in Megan Rapinoe, Rose Lavelle, Shirley Cruz, and Raquel Rodriguez for both United States and Costa Rica there. A lot of quality. Well, all those changes maybe due to these 2 teams already booked their spot in the semifinal. What this game is all about, this game is about figuring out who's gonna win Group A. If you win Group A, you face the 2nd team in Group B. That will be decided tomorrow. United States will take the ball first here in their all-white kits. Costa Rica in red and blue. Francia Gonzalez gets us underway here at BBVA Stadium, Houston, Texas. Right away, looking for the header Haran. Patented kickoff play there for the United States. Defending Women's World Cup champions. Look to be the first team ever to win the World Cup and then go the summer later and win the Olympics. Well, they're one step closer. They made it to the semifinals already. Good look at Melissa Herrera. 2 goals for Herrera in the first game against Panama of group play back on Tuesday. Vlatko Andonovski. And just his first few months here with the United States has seen only victory. Dunn getting after Herrera. Gets deflected, corner kick right away in favor of the U.S. Crystal Dunn, a former forward, has no problem getting after you. There's a good look at Amelia Valverde. Passion is a good word to describe her. When you get a glimpse of her on the sideline, she is always exuding passion. Ertz to the near post. It's headed away by Alvarado. Dahlkemper keeps it alive. Ali Krieger getting her 2nd start of this tournament. She's on the ball now. Dunn in her 99th U.S. cap. The line by Costa Rica is held closely, and they pull Kristen Press offside. Press, the leading assist woman for the United States in 2019. 12 assists for Kristen Press. She now sits with 53 all-time goals. She spent a lot of time as a substitute, has Kristen Press. But she has made it count. Only 10 starts last year. Good look right away at Yasmin Elizondo. First start for her. First start also for Fabiola Sanchez on the ball now, the 26-year-old defender. A member of that 2015 Costa Rican squad who played in the 2015 Women's World Cup up in Canada. Six players right now on the field for Costa Rica, part of that 2015 squad, as Ertz cleans it up and distributes through Haran. Press in a seam. Pulls away last second, and it's going to run all the way through. Maria Paula Cotto, number 3 for Costa Rica on the far side. Lets it run to Priscilla Tapia. Tapia, 28 years old. Her 6th start in net for Costa Rica. Press. Driving straight at the back line. Kristen Press has time to shoot. Cuts it to her left. Bends it! Okay, Kristen Press. Number 54 is a beauty. When you give Kristen Press this time on the ball, you commit, and then she uses the inside of her left foot with no momentum. She's almost completely stopped here. Cuts it to her left foot and places it. It couldn't have been more perfect than that. What a goal by Kristen Press. McDonald not wasting any time. That one going to Carly Lloyd. Kristen Press just knows how to score a goal. She sees the defenders committing, chops it back. That goal looked easy because of Kristen Press. That is not an easy finish. She puts the U.S. up in the 4th minute with a stunner. Costa Rica and the United States faced off on November 10th, just a couple months ago. 5 players from this lineup for Costa Rica started in that game, but here comes Carly Lloyd. She's trying to get another one, tips it away from Tapia, but it's over the end line. Mewis with just a nice little threaded ball here, and Carly Lloyd runs around Maria Paula Cotto, just using her body to get in the right seam. On the other end, Maria Paula Salas. Salas, a 17-year-old forward. She's done a lot of that. She's drawn a lot of fouls for her Costa Rican squad throughout this tournament. Getting fouled there by Abby Dahlkemper in her 56th cap for the U.S. Dahlkemper didn't start last game. She came back in here tonight, giving Becky Sauerbrunn a rest. So those 3 center backs have now all both started 2 games each, as has Becky Sauerbrunn. one of the things that's important when you think about not only this qualification tournament, but when you start to think about the Olympics coming up in the summer. This is a squad of 20. When you go to the Olympics, it's a squad of 18. You have to have depth and rotation every game, every 2 days. It's a lot. As McDonald to the end line. Tapia comes and scoops it up. With just 2 days of rest in between, you'll need players who are fresh like Jess McDonald to get to the end line and start to create something. McDonald, 31 years old. The lone mother on this squad as of right now. Alex Morgan not included in the squad as she is currently pregnant, getting ready to welcome her first child. So Vlatko Antonovski not only had a hard decision naming this squad of 20, but will have an even harder decision if the U.S. do end up qualifying for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, having to cut it down even farther. The U.S. gets fouled, and the U.S. start up right away. Done. Press finds Haran in some space. She wants to bring it to her right. Her distribution goes off. Villalobos ends up scooping up the free ball. Gloriana Villalobos playing a little bit different of a position this game. She gets fouled there by Haran. Villalobos played higher up the field, but with the changes in the lineup for Costa Rica, no Shirley Cruz, no Raquel Rodriguez in this starting lineup. Of course, they're available off the bench. Villalobos, with her experience and her soccer intelligence, slides into the midfield and she distributes here. She's going to the far side. It's Herrera in space against Ali Krieger. Herrera beats Krieger, chops it back. Haran coming all the way back to just clear that one from inside the 6. Lloyd finds Mewis in a good pocket of space. It's too close to Lexi Rodriguez for McDonald to do anything about it. This is one of the things that the United States does so well, is they high press and then they win those first and second balls in the midfield, usually with their back line, so they can spring players through like this. Lindsey Horan, she does it again! Second goal of the night for the USA, 5th goal in this tournament for Lindsey Horan. She can't be stopped. This combination play, Lloyd just pops off the back line. When she finds that pocket of space here, Horan recognizes that when the center back gets pulled out, she's gonna have a big gap to get threaded through. Krieger initiates the whole thing by dribbling up into the center midfield. When you have a center back who can exploit space like that, it makes the defense shift in a way that they're not used to. Lindsey Horan scoring her 5th goal here in the Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifiers. That goal coming in the 10th minute. The USA up by 2. Horan's hungry for more. There's that high press again for the United States. They make Costa Rica kick it out of bounds. Lindsey Horan, the native of Golden, Colorado, NWSL MVP in 2018 for the Portland Thorns. Scoring the goal there. Lloyd flicks it on. She came from an offside position. Every player on the field right now for the United States, a member of the 2019 Women's World Cup Championship squad. Two additions to the roster for the U.S. here for qualifiers that weren't on that squad. Andy Sullivan, who got the start last game against Panama. And Lynn Williams, who started the first 2 games, doesn't get the start tonight. Shows you a little bit about what Vlatko Antonovsky has to play with this United States squad. And how many different looks they can give you. Krieger wins this one. Raquel Chacon. Big tackle on Haran. And Haran slow to get up after that one. Chacon. The big tackle here. Here's the touch by Haran. You can see Haran's right leg there. Haran's 5th goal of the tournament. The top scorer in the tournament right now goes to Canada's Jordan Heitema. She has 6 goals. But press, trying to get another for the U.S. It's Sam Mewis, not on the end of it. Ertz tackling, keeping it alive. Jess McDonald diving to put it away, but it's just wide of the net. Jessica McDonald had a goal against Panama and a couple of assists to add to it. She does everything she can there to get on the right side of Lixie Rodriguez and get herself on the score sheet tonight. Ertz just reminding Francia Gonzalez how many times she's gotten fouled. Number 2. Julie Ertz has been a steady rock for the United States team since she came into the mix. USA's Female Player of the Year a couple times over the last few years. Really a testament to who Julie Ertz is for this team. Valverde standing right next to Rodriguez as she starts to get the ball in bounds and restart this one for Costa Rica. Press, nicks it away. Haran. Go to Ertz and the U.S. will restart this. Costa Rica in 2 blocks, 1 of 4, 1 of 5. Trying to deny those passing channels into the front runners right there. Mewis finds a way to get it. Now it's McDonald. It's an awkward ball. She ends up getting the cross off. Lloyd. Now Ertz. Ball sent into the box. Well defended in the end by Costa Rica. Williams and Mewis not on the same page there, and that'll be a goal kick in favor of Priscilla Tapia and Costa Rica. Trying to play out of the back. That's going to be difficult with this high press of the U.S. Crystal Dunn. All the way around. Now Julie Ertz occupying this outside backspace. It pushes Emily Sonnet on to get her on that front line. Haran's all the way on the other side. Lindsay Haran against Herrera. Now Dunn. 4 players on the back line for the U.S. It's your outside back, Crystal Dunn, in the middle of the field right there. Drawing a foul. Tapia playing currently for Herediano in Costa Rica. As press gets that look in her eye. Standing over this one. Press now a goal in every single game here in Group A play. 3 players back post for the U.S. It's gonna go there, Ertz. Thinks she got a tip. She's not gonna get the call. It's played delicately in, and it did. 2 hands, Tapia pushes it wide. It's not a look you want to receive. Carly Lloyd staring you down after that one. Tapia got away with that one, made the good save, didn't end up having to defend a corner kick, in Costa Rica in the 20th minute can't get out of their own end. Press is offside. In that game back in November of 2019, the United States, same thing, got on top of Costa Rica early, 2 goals. In the early minutes of that one, so that's a good line by Costa Rica. You can see that press was a couple yards offside. Same thing here, press with the goal in the 4th minute. Haran in the 10th. Sonnet picks this one up. Looking for her now old teammate, Lindsay Haran, and the Portland Thorns. Sonnet now a member of the Orlando Pride, NWSL. Here's Mewis in space. Gets taken out. Elizondo. And Mewis can't believe it. Swarmed by white jerseys. And that's gonna roll out of the reach of Kristen Press. Here's that tackle. Elizondo just takes out Sam Mewis. Hard to see, didn't look like she really got that much of the ball. Mewis wanted a call, she didn't get it. We played on, but right away, the U.S. in such a good position to win the ball back. Lloyd goes flying after that one. Great slow-mo there of Julie Ertz just timing the header. Lloyd getting taken out. Carly Lloyd wearing the captain's armband. She just keeps getting better with age. In her 290th game, Carly Lloyd has 102 career goals for the United States. 58 of them coming since the start of 2015. Whether she starts or not, Carly Lloyd has the mentality where she's gonna find a way to score. Can she get on the end of this one? Press sends it in, it's far poised. Lloyd is in the area. We're gonna get offside called there. Julie Ertz not only wins a lot of those head balls as we saw a second ago, but that's a good view at what she does for this United States squad with her communication. Lloyd getting called offside there. It was close. Herrera takes it nicely. Can't slip through her outside back, and the U.S. win the ball again. Elizondo getting a little cheer from her teammates. Those separations are important. Elizondo just in her third cap. She had her first game on last Tuesday, about a week ago. She came in as a sub for 16 minutes. This is her first start. 25 years old. Elizondo, number 19 there for Costa Rica, right? She was coming towards the ball. Now you can't see her anymore. Sonnet. Every player on the field for the United States in their attacking half, minus Alyssa Nair. Now they're gonna have to defend. This is better. Herrera keeping it for a little bit. It's that mixture of trying to beat that first wave of pressure and then connecting and bringing some other lines in. Catherine Alvarado, the captain, number 16 for Costa Rica, has to start helping her squad just figure out how to be the layoff person. If Salas or Herrera get the ball, who's next? How can they get them an outlet a little bit quicker? A mistouch by Haran. And that's gonna get hunted down by Lloyd. Big foul on Dunn. Crystal Dunn loves this. She will eat that up. A chance to go one-on-one with the defender. Has really done a good job of adapting to becoming an outside back. Was instrumental for the World Cup team back in the summer. Kristen Press looked like a pitcher there, just getting the signal, not liking it. We'll see what signal she ends up liking. Which play the U.S. have drawn up on the training ground. But first, Maria Paula Salas gets a little talking to. It's a tough task. 6-foot-tall Sam Ewis is not an easy one to mark. Press whips it in, headed away. Haran's on the ground. She's not happy with that. Something happened off the ball, and Carly Lloyd's trying to calm her down here. Haran just looked like she got chopped down. Pushed by Catherine Alvarado there. I think there was just such a big scramble. She was just trying to get arms on her. Didn't look intentional there. Done. fans in Houston getting into it now. About halfway through this half, I'm Jordan Angeli. Thank you so much for joining us for this last game of Group A play here, the Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifying. It's been an interesting group to watch as Costa Rica and the United States have risen to the top. Both teams marking their names in that semifinal on Friday out in LA. So this game determines who leaves the group as number one and who is in that second spot. The two teams coming from Group B will be Mexico and Canada. As Lindsey Horan there just gets taken out by Cotto. Sanchez pushes it out of bounds and allows her team to get into a place where they can defend this restart from the United States. All the cameras out to get a glimpse of the reigning World Cup champions. Costa Rica defending here. Mewis! I don't think she thought it was going to fall to her. This ball in by Krieger just dropped so nicely right over the head of Kristen Press. I think that jump from Press put Mewis off. Mewis, the champion, not only with this women's team last year, but also with her club team, North Carolina Courage of NWSL. Mewis yet to score in this qualifying tournament, but scored back in 2016 where the U.S. qualified for the Brazil Olympics. Rodriguez has played every minute for this Costa Rican squad. Dahlkemper's change of point gets cleaned up by her teammates. Now Horan's in behind. Can't make anything of that. But look at the numbers for the United States. In that small area, there's 6 players. Everyone trying to go win the ball back. So difficult for Herrera to make anything of it. Herrera right there, playing right now for France in France. Cotto in her 4th cap as she throws the ball in. She's had a lot of work to do. The U.S. is attacking that left side time and time again. Mewis. Now to Horan. She provides some width with McDonald. Oh, what a curling ball in. Lloyd thought she was fouled. The far post, cleared away, but not out of the way of Mewis. Sam Mewis has been in the right spot 2 times and can't put it on frame. Jessica McDonald does exactly what she needs to do right there by putting that spin back towards the players running into the box. It's anybody's game. Whoever touches it is going to send it in the direction of the goal, and Mewis thought maybe she had one there. Haran won it. Trying to chip maybe Tapia there. It's an aggressive try by Haran. That's Gloriana Villalobos, one of the goal scorers in this tournament for Costa Rica. She gets a little knock there on the outside of her left leg. Villalobos played a couple of years at Florida State University, won the NCAA National Championship back in 2018, and look at that guy, Russell Westbrook, coming to hang out, watch the U.S. Women's National Team play. He almost actually got beaten horse to Carly Lloyd the other day. A lot of the U.S. Women's National Team went to practice to hang out with the Houston Rockets. They exchanged jerseys. It's a good moment for those squads, and nice to see Russell Westbrook in the stands. James Harden, one of his teammates, is a owner of the Houston Dynamo. So those basketball players, they love them some football or soccer, whatever you want to call it. Haran in that space again. She's going to get it from press. Mewis has a lot of room. Defended by Sanchez. And then Tapia is happy to see that in her arms. Carly Lloyd, 37 years old. Tied with Julie Foudy as 6th overall assists. Sixth most assists with 55. Here she is on the ball now. Actually, with that assist earlier, Carly Lloyd now sits above Julie Foudy. She threaded that pass through to Haran. Passing up the all-time great Julie Foudy with that assist number. Each time a girl joins football, the world takes a strike towards equality. If you empower a girl, you empower a community to fight for their dreams. Concacaf W, we belong. Herrera picks this up. She needs help to connect. She finds it on the far side. It's Cotto. Good feet by Cotto. Herrera. All the way back to her back line. That was Fabiola Sanchez. And that'll just slip off the foot of Rodriguez, out of bounds. Press and acres of space. Goes straight by her first defender onto her right foot. Kristen Press makes it 2 for herself today. And both goals were beauties. That ball played in by Allie Krieger allowed Kristen Press to get a full head of steam. And then she just takes on one defender, sizes the next up, brings it to her right. She went side netting on the left side, now it's side netting on the right side. Kristen Press only scores golazos. Mewis has McDonald, and it's going to roll away from her. Deep breath there from Kristen Press. She is working hard. 31-year-old from Palos Verdes Estates in California. Debuted for the national team back in 2013. Almost 7 years to the day, February 9th. In that first game, she also had 2 goals. She knows how to score. 55 career goals now for Press. There's Krieger again, finding her on the far side. The U.S. working the left side of their attack so fluidly. Good deflection there by Villalobos. They can't keep that second ball, the work rate to win the next ball back. Look at that, right away, Horan presses. Now Lloyd pressing, Sanchez finding Salas. What a touch by Salas. Recognizing she has space. Sonnet sliding that one. No deflection there. Good call by the referee to keep it in favor of Costa Rica. Just over 6 left here in the first 45 minutes of this one. These teams playing for the top spot in Group A. Both of these teams will make a trip kind of across the country from Houston to LA for their matches on Friday at Dignity Sports Health Park, the home of the LA Galaxy. Lloyd is wide open. McDonald now to Horan. Horan looking to find Carly Lloyd. You just couldn't get it to her there in the end. Sonnet's almost teasing that gap inside, and then when the ball comes cleared by Costa Rica, she just finds herself inside in the seam where she can just pick it up and start the attack again for the U.S. Elizondo playing her most minutes that she has so far. McDonald gets taken down by Elizondo. As you see the Costa Rican players there in the forefront warming up. Jessica McDonald has such a great story. Pushing through adversity, being with 9 teams in a 10-year span, from WPS to the Australian W League to multiple teams in NWSL, has found her home at the North Carolina Courage. And man, has she flourished, getting herself a spot in the World Cup team, and now here a chance to score. The ball in the mix, headed away by Costa Rica. Done! That water bottle flew, and you kind of thought for a second Crystal Dunn made the net shake. This ball flicked on, and straight off the volley, Crystal Dunn nearly hit it perfect. Got a little touch there to give the United States another corner kick opportunity. The second of the night for the U.S. Press. Horan, Lloyd, anybody at the back post. Elizondo with some good work there. Showing some skills, trying to get away from 2 defenders. These 2 goals here are tonight for Kristen Press. Make it her 4th brace for the United States. She springs in Haran, a really good ball in behind the back line. Ertz deflected away. Press not done yet. Here's Krieger. She had the assist on Press's last goal. That one finds its way over the byline. What a delightful ball by Haran there. Just waiting for someone to toe poke it in the back of the net. Salas wins the first header, but it goes straight to Abby Dahlkemper. Dahlkemper has come in within the last few years after debuting in 2016 and really solidified her spot at center back. Played her college soccer at UCLA and then has won now multiple championships with the North Carolina Courage in NWSL. Here's Press and Haran on the far side. It's Press. The end product not there. But man, have those 2 been lighting up the left side. Ball gets deflected awkwardly here. Tapia does a good job of deciding to come out and scoop that one up, help her defense. Just relieve a little bit of pressure as we're into the last minute of regulation time here. This first half, Mewis wins the first ball. Tapia is just gonna let some of these seconds tick off the clock. Sonnet on it now. Ooh, I like that. Sonnet on it. Has a good ring to it, right? Here she is again. Sonnet on it. Slows it down a little bit. No stoppage time here to the first half, as the United States, with 2 goals by Press and 1 goal by Lindsey Haran, find themselves with a 3-0 lead over Costa Rica. I'll be back right after this for highlights and stats from the first 45. See you in a few. Welcome back, Houston, Texas. The last game here at BBVA Stadium as the United States and Costa Rica square off for the 16th overall time in their histories. The 5th time in Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifiers. One time of the last 5 outings. Costa Rica has never won, and the U.S. made it hard for them here in the first half, as right away they made them pay. Here, Lloyd heads on the ball. It goes to Kristen Press. She chops it back. And does that need words? I'm really not sure. It's so beautiful by Kristen Press. She just makes standing still and kicking the ball, placing it looks so easy. The U.S. continued to attack. Tapia having some good saves in her first start. But watch this combination. Horan slips in behind. The ball by Lloyd is perfectly weighted. Horan doesn't slow up. She doesn't have to speed up. It's not where Tapia can get it. It's a really nice goal by Lindsey Horan. Carly Lloyd getting her 2nd assist. Chance here at the back post. Sam Mewis just thought maybe Kristen Press in front of her might have gotten a touch on it. Jessica McDonald hasn't had as much action on the right side as Kristen Press has on the left, and this is why Allie Krieger with a wonder of a ball into space. And then Kristen Press says, I'm gonna take it to the house, get it on my right foot. I scored one with my left, I scored one with my right. She needs a head goal to complete it. We'll see if she looks for one of those in the second half. Big smile from Press. She put home her 2nd of the night. Dunn hits this one nearly perfect. Ends up getting tipped to go wide of the goal, and that's how the first 45 ended. 3 goals. It was Press, Horan, and then Press again. The United States with a lot of the possession, but their high press is making it so difficult for Costa Rica to develop anything. All those zeros on the right side show you exactly that. Costa Rica, U.S. 3-0 at halftime in favor of the Americans. We'll be back with the second 45 just after this. Houston Dash and the Houston Dynamo. But right now, 45 more minutes between the United States and Costa Rica. The last game in group play here for Group A. Kristen Press, the woman on the left, 2 goals on the night. Carly Lloyd, well, she's been a part of Kristen's 2 goals. And Lindsay Horan scoring the other one. Lloyd assisted Horan's goal. As Horan and Sonnet talk a little bit as they make their way back out on the pitch. Costa Rica taking the field again. These two teams have met in the last 5 qualifying tournaments. 2 of those times back in 2008 and 2012, the score was exactly this, 3-0. But there's 45 more minutes here. The United States trying to continue roaring here. As they huddle up and get ready to take the pitch, Costa Rica just beyond them, jogging to take their positions on the opposite side. Allie Krieger there, a longtime veteran in her 106th cap. Sitting next to Abby Dahlkemper tonight in the center of defense. Costa Rica still in a huddle on the left side. Had a good start to the tournament. 6-1 against Panama about a week ago, last Tuesday. They're gonna make a change here at halftime. One of those goal scorers from Tuesday, Melissa Herrera, will be replaced by Gabrielle Guillen, Guillen started the first 2 matches for Costa Rica at outside right back. She's just at the bottom of your screen right now. Guillen in her 51st cap comes in for Herrera. Not a like-for-like switch, and right away Costa Rica is defending deep in their own half. Alvarado clears it, but Ertz looked like she wanted to have a go at it. Couldn't get it under control quick enough. McDonald keeps possession. Look at the numbers for the United States. 4 players right on the back line. Crystal Dunn, your outside back if you're a US fan, all the way here, attacking in the 18. Horan keeps it. Good combo between Dunn, Dahlkemper, and Horan. Costa Rica's Maria Paula Cotto playing for Herediano in Costa Rica. Restarts the ball. Sally Krieger's down on the ground here on the near side. Dahlkemper didn't know if she should put it out of bounds or not. Krieger's back on her feet. McDonald gives it away. Chance for Costa Rica here to try to gain a little bit of possession. It's a team under Amelia Valverde. They get the ball pickpocketed. Now press, far post. Lloyd trying to draw the foul. Won't get it that time. Lloyd has gotten fouled inside the box, or has had a lot of contact, so I get why she's trying to draw it. This ball in, now Lloyd. Too much on the defender. Looks like Alvarado there. Just gets a knee from Lloyd into her back. Carly Lloyd right now, you could read stats on her forever. The amount she's accomplished in her career. She currently sits on 13 goals in Concacaf women's qualifying. 1 goal away from Abby Wambach's record for the United States of 14. Christine Sinclair has overall the most goals in CONCACAF Women's Olympic qualifying with 20. As you can see how much Alvarado means to this squad. Catherine Alvarado is still down, and everyone on her squad is standing around her, seeing if she's okay. She's gonna get put on the stretcher, brought off the field. She looks to be uncomfortable. Costa Rica has players on the sideline getting ready in case their number is called. They made that 1 substitution at halftime, bringing in Gabriela Guillen. And Alvarado just be put off to the side right now after that challenge in the box. She gets some treatment from the Costa Rican trainers. Alvarado, such an inspiration for this squad. She's wearing the captain's armband today, as Shirley Cruz didn't get the start. And those two have done a lot for this Costa Rican squad. Here's Lloyd. Unselfish by Lloyd, chops it back. Now all the way to the far post. Lloyd came from an offside position, so she can't affect that one, but she can affect it here. But slide tackled away. Alvarado standing up beyond the end line there. As the U.S. continue to attack, there's just 10 players on the field currently for Costa Rica. Krieger's ball goes beyond everyone. This will be some time for Alvarado to continue to get some treatment, and for Costa Rica maybe to take a few seconds and make sure that she's okay to come back on, or it looks like she will be. That's good to see. Such an important piece for Costa Rica. And despite the score of this game, or whatever the outcome is of this game, Costa Rica is still in a spot where they can go into Friday's match, whoever they may play. Maybe it's Canada, maybe it's Mexico. But they can go in and still qualify for the Olympics with a win there on Friday in LA. And that player, Catherine Alvarado, is huge for them in the way they disrupt attacks from their opponents and the way they break them down. Alvarado there dropping into the back line as Mewis dribbles on the far side. There's Alvarado, right on cue. Ertz. Now Lloyd. That was a silky touch by Lloyd, and she was offside. There's a look if that ball goes up, and Carly Lloyd was offside, but check this out. She just brings it down so smoothly. Haran wins the first ball, Lloyd the second. Now it's press. She's scored with both her feet tonight. This time she distributes. Sonnet pushed out of bounds by Lixie Rodriguez. First corner kick of the half here for the United States. Only 2 in the first half for the U.S. from the corner. But they can be lethal with the attackers they have. Lloyd, Haran, Mewis, Ertz. Press takes this one. Haran, saved by Tapia. She needed to make a save because Carly Lloyd was right in her face. And here's the look. Haran flicks it to the far post. Good patience there from Tapia to just read the play first and then make a decision. Ball of back post. What a save by Rodriguez, or by Tapia. Haran sees the run on the back post by Lloyd. It's actually her own defender who sends it towards frame, but she had to do anything. She had to do something, anything, to get it away from Carly Lloyd. Crystal Dunn will make way for Kelly O'Hara. O'Hara didn't have any minutes in Friday's match. Had 81 in the game on Tuesday, and Crystal Dunn gets 5s from everyone because that was quite the performance for her. Haran gets tripped up. Not going to be called. And that is going to be called. Rodriguez getting taken down on the far side. If you weren't with us for the first half, go ahead and check out Twitter to see those first two Kristen Press goals. She literally tucked one away with her left foot in the right post netting, and then did the opposite, right foot in the left post netting. It was just ridiculous. Guillen scoops it. A good chance here from Costa Rica. Getting into the box. Villalobos can't do enough, and the U.S. will send numbers forward all the way far. Kelly O'Hara. Not quite warm enough to get to that one yet. So just a confirmation, Carly Lloyd with 2 assists tonight sends her into 6th place for all-time assists for the United States with 57. Another stat to add to Lloyd's list. First all-time, while Mia Hamm has 145 assists, so might take her a while to get there. But knowing Carly Lloyd, she's gonna try. Here's Priscilla Tapia. Cotto heads it centrally. Mewis will pick it up. Has time to face. Brings in her North Carolina Courage teammate, Abby Dahlkemper. Now here's Kelly O'Hara. First few touches of the game. Scoots around one defender, and then the plant foot got in the way. And she's laughing about it. We've all been there. Teeing up for a good cross, and your plant foot just gets a little touch. Good work there, and then there's a touch. She can't stop laughing. Kelly O'Hara, 2-time Women's World Cup champion from Fayetteville, Georgia. Mewis and Horan doing the most they can to win those first few balls, but good work here by Costa Rica. Cotto plays it to Carol Sanchez, who plays it over to Fabiola Sanchez. Villalobos gets fouled. Julie Ertz putting the hammer down in the middle of the field. Not letting anybody pass through easily. That pass, though, is easily given away. And here comes Costa Rica, far side. It's Elizondo, but runs away from her. Press. Horan finds a way to get it. Now that's a good pass to Carly Lloyd, trying to return the assist favor. Watch how she plays this ball in. She just puts a little backspin on it by chopping her foot at the ball to try to see if it can just float up for Lloyd with the spin it puts on the ground. It's great technique and a good slow-mo look of it there from Lindsey Horan. Tapia trying to send it as far away from her team's defensive half as possible. And there's cheers happening because those two players on the sideline getting set to come in. It looked like Megan Rapinoe, Tobin Heath ready themselves Kristen Press is gonna get there. She has owned the left flank today. Press swims around one player, finds Ertz. Now Sonnet's in the mix. O'Hara plays Lloyd. Oh, Carly Lloyd making defenders look foolish. Ertz, Haran, someone, no one. Cleared away by Costa Rica. O'Hara gets chopped down. That's going to be a yellow card for Yasmin Ilanzando. Just chops down Kelly O'Hara there. Elizondo getting a yellow card there. Now doing some defensive work as she gets told by Tapia where to go. The U.S. players just holding off the line, looking to time this one with Kristen Press's approach. See if they can get in behind right at the key moment. There goes Ertz near post. It's Mewis! She roofs it for number 4. The timing was perfect by the U.S. Ertz creates some space by pulling people to the near post, and then Sam Mewis. It comes off the half volley, that little bounce. She meets it perfectly, and there's nothing Tapia can do about that. What a nice finish by Mewis. Kristen Press adds an assist to her 2 goals today. Julie Ertz will take a seat after that. She won't get any credit for the work she put in on the score sheet, but man, did she do a lot of the dirty work. Tobin Heath comes in, had 19 minutes against Panama, gets a few more here today. For Costa Rica, they bring in Mariana Benavides. Tobin Heath gets taken out right away, and Megan Rapinoe also joined the game. Waiting on confirmation for who, but she right away tries to create a goal. Megan Rapinoe came in and replaced Carly Lloyd. We'll see how that changes the way that the U.S. are set up in attack. Rapinoe taking the armband away from Lloyd. Carly Lloyd, a couple of dimes on those assists today. One on a flick header and one on a through ball to Haran. Heath traps the ball, stops on a dime, and now is trying to bring in her fellow substitute, Rapinoe. For Costa Rica, Benavides comes in for Catherine Alvarado. Maybe a smart play there by head coach Amelia Valverde. Just with so much on the line on Friday, Valverde had, excuse me, Alvarado had that collision in the box where she was out a few minutes, just trying to see if she can continue. She's a player they're going to need on Friday. Costa Rica, if they win on Friday, will have their first berth in the Olympics ever. And that would be a huge moment for them. And Alvarado is a key player in the way that they want to play. So with these changes from Amelia Valverde, you have to believe she's starting to think about that, not only with the 7 changes to the starting lineup, but now bringing in Guillen, giving Herrera some time to rest, and then Benavides coming in as well. The United States has made all 3 of their substitutions. So what you see on the field now is what you'll get throughout the rest of these 24 minutes. O'Hara, now McDonald. Mewis, the latest goal scorer, will restart the attack. Looks like Kristen Press has found her way into a more central role, leaving Megan Rapinoe out here on the left. O'Hara finds the end line, it's Jess McDonald. No, it's saved twice by Tapia. Tapia's been called on a lot, and she's made some huge saves for Costa Rica. Just her 6th cap. Can she make another one here? Rapinoe gets another try at it. Sonnet, runners in the mix. Rapinoe to Heath. Flashy little move by Heath. This is that service in from O'Hara. Such good pace on the ball. That is such a courageous play by Tapia. Not only because you're getting challenged by an attacker, but Tapia watched the game just on Friday when Jessica McDonald headed Yeneth Bailey. Those two were down after a tough collision, and Yeneth Bailey ended up fracturing her face. Tapia doesn't think of that in that split second, but that's the presence that Jessica McDonald always has in the box. She's so good at getting on the end of balls. Heath earns a corner kick for the United States. She'll go short with Rapinoe. They restart it quickly. O'Hara, press. Wanted that hat trick, but she found herself offside. Good call by the AR on the far side. Krieger again, spraying balls left and right, this time to McDonald. There's There's one speed for this US team, and it's attack. McDonald. Nice little inside outside. Melissa Nair will get a touch on the ball. Not something we've said a lot here today. Kristen Press. Now McDonald. Oh, Tobin Heath wanted that one. If you could choose anybody to be on the end of this awkwardly flying ball, as that ball by Salas just gets kicked up into Tobin Heath's hand. I think she had a right to say, "Are you kidding me?" I don't know if I would have called that a handball. But that ball's coming across, and that's the player you want on the end of it, Tobin Heath, to try for the volley. Rapinoe. That ball from Haran is not going to work. Elizondo, it's taken out by Mewis. It's going to go in favor of Costa Rica. Less than 20 here in Houston, BBVA Stadium. USA had 3 first-half goals, 2 by Press, 1 by Haran, and a second-half goal by Mewis for a 4-0 lead as it stands. I'm Jordan Angeli. Thanks so much for joining me for every single game of this Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament. These two teams already penciled their names into Friday's semifinal out in LA at Dignity Sports Health Park. But now they're playing for that first spot in Group A. Tapia gets her first start here tonight. Maria Bermudez, the #1 in goal for Costa Rica, gets the night off as Ali Krieger, a little awkward there. She gets under pressure, she finds her way out of it. Jess McDonald trying to find Tobin Heath, who gives her a thumbs up, but Tapia falls on it. Kelly O'Hara in her second decade with the U.S. Women's National Team. She had her debut back in 2010 against Mexico. But here she's defending on the far side. She'll go pressure this ball. It's Elizondo off of O'Hara. First corner kick of the night for Costa Rica. Alyssa Nair, member of the Chicago Red Stars in NWSL, is organizing her team. That ball gets cleared out. Top of the box, might be another chance here for Costa Rica. But away. Here comes Megan Rapinoe. Tobin Heath is screeching down the far side. Goes to press. Now Mewis. 5 players in front of her. A little stagnant from the United States. Not a lot of movement off the ball. Costa Rica is denying passing lanes, making it hard for them to find entry balls into Haran, into McDonald. Sonnet. Press and O'Hara. Press, long touch to the end line. She's gonna take past another player. Played a nice ball in, but no one could get on the end of it. Kristen Press is putting on a clinic as to how to get past a defender on the flank. Such good work from her tonight. Mewis. Second chance for Mewis. Jess McDonald's gonna make it 5. Sometimes as a goal scorer, you have to do all the hard work. Sometimes you just have to clean up the scraps. For Jess McDonald and the US, they all count the same. Second goal of the tournament here for Jess McDonald. Just watch her on the far post, just waiting, keeping herself on side, keeping herself alive. Says, thank you very much, I'll put that one away. Great work by Sam Mewis on the assist there. Those two teammates, not only here with the US, but at the North Carolina Courage as well. We're gonna see Shirley Cruz enter into the match. She did a little defending there on the far side. Cruz comes in as a player that's really transformed Costa Rica over her time as an international, pressing her old teammate there, Lindsay Haran. Those two used to play together at PSG over in France. Rapinoe takes this one down nicely. Curves it. Looked like Heath trying to avoid a tackle there. Doesn't end up on the shot, and Rapinoe's shot goes well up and over. Tapia there. Just a lot of numbers in the box. As this ball came in, oh, her and Sam Mewis. Sam Mewis was down on the ground too for a little bit. Awkward collision there. Good to see them both back up. Here's O'Hara. Poked over the end line by Rodriguez. There's a good look at Shirley Cruz. 14 years in France. Cruz played for PSG and Lyon. Played a little bit in China and now back in her home country of Costa Rica. She's in her 3rd World Cup qualification. One of those players that played all the way back in 2004. This ball comes in. Haran gets the first header, and that's going to be an easy one for Tapia. Koto defends on Rapinoe. Mewis thought she was offside. She's just gonna let it go. Gonna go all the way over. 10 minutes left in this one. Last group game here in Houston, Texas. The semifinals for the Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifiers will be out in LA. So these two teams will make their way out there. And try to compete for those two coveted spots in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. That's what's up for grabs. The semifinals, they'll face either Mexico or Canada, the two top teams in Group B. Those two teams will face off tomorrow as to who's the 1 spot and who's the 2 spot, similar to this game here. Now Mewis threads in, Sonnet to the near post. Press trying to find a hat trick. O'Hara, Mewis, off the bar. That's gonna be a goal. Sam Mewis as shocked as me. But hey, the AR on the far side in the right spot to see this one. The service by Kelly O'Hara has been so good since she's come in, and here the ball goes. It's a good call. As it hits off the bottom of the post, it goes all the way in. This might be the best view yet. Can see it hit beyond the line. And Mewis getting a brace. You could see as that play was developing that there was just a really good space for Mewis to run into. The ball by O'Hara, you can't underestimate the power that she put on it and how important that is for Sam Mewis. That way she doesn't have to add that much to it. She can just redirect it on frame, literally use the frame for it to go in. As Tobin Heath shows us a little bit of her joga bonita here on the near side. In Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifying, this is the fifth time these two teams have met, and this is the largest score margin as Press is trying to make it more. Heath saved initially and then sent out of bounds. In 2016, the United States beat Costa Rica 5-0. Adding one more to that here as Heath's trying to get her name on the score sheet. Oh, she went behind her foot. It's another look at the goal. Haran dashing past a couple of players. Latko Andonovski has had a good start to his tenure as head coach of the United States women's national team. It's victory after victory so far for him. Rapinoe heads it back across and cleared away by Costa Rica. Two balls on the field. We still play on. Shocking that didn't get called to stop the game there. And press! Kristen Press has that look in her eyes. She wants her hat trick. This ball fell so nicely for her too. She almost hit it perfect. I love those slow-mos. You can see how still Kristen Press is in that process of trying to volley the ball. So I'm getting word from my producer that the rule change, if there's another ball on the field, if it's not affecting the goalkeeper, then the play will continue. So a new change of rules there. I like the info, thank you, Abe. We're all a team here working together to give you guys the best of this Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifiers. Just about 3 minutes left in regulation of this one. Shirley Cruz on the ball now. Villalobos. Elizondo spins out of pressure. Might have gotten clipped there. She goes down. And Francia Gonzalez is gonna stop the play. She'll also get a hand up to Elizondo. Amelia Valverde. This is the same result back in November, 6-0 loss against the United States. Some changes to the lineup though for Valverde. No Raquel Rodriguez. Shirley Cruz only getting about 15 minutes of play. But Valverde has been with the national team in some form since 2011 as an assistant, but took over in January of 2015. She wants nothing more to help her team qualify for the Olympics. Jess McDonald crashing the far post. The pressure by Rodriguez was enough to get McDonald off her step. Mewis takes this one off her body, continues her run forward. Isn't gonna get very far though. The American Outlaws in the background, initiating some chants within the fans there in Houston, Texas. As the time in this game winds down, and Alyssa Nair looking for her 32nd shutout all time for the United States. We're gonna have no additional stoppage time to this one. That's it. behind a brace from Press and a brace from US. United States take down Costa Rica 6-0. Vlatko Ananovsky shakes the hand of Amelia Valverde. Those two teams could face each other again. Both these teams headed to LA for the semifinal, but the end of group play here ends 6-0 in favor of the United States. We'll be back with interviews, highlights, and stats from this full 90 in just a few.
Check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Estamos con Catherine Alvarado, jugadora número 16 de Costa Rica. Catherine, a pesar de un partido tan difícil contra Estados Unidos, ¿cómo evalúan el resultado de hoy, la actuación que tuvo Costa Rica el día de hoy?
Pues yo creo que es un partido para crecer, sabemos del rival que estamos enfrentando y lo tomamos con la seriedad del caso y aprendemos de esto. Este es el